Jacob Glazner, and this is my flight scenario presentation. So the scenario I chose is the PIC is on a flight from Kilo Delta Whiskey Hotel, which is David Wayne Hooks, to Kilo Hotel Yankee India, which is San Marcos, which is about 112 nautical miles, and it should take around an hour and 15 minutes to get there. There's a chance of rain at the destination, so in San Marcos. The flight is planned for a family gathering at San Marcos at 7 p.m. So the pilot is leaving for the event at 4 p.m. So that gives them the hour and a half, say the winds aren't in the best condition, so you have a strong headwind. He's still going to get there, he or she's going to get there by at least 5:30, 5:45. So they'll have plenty of time to get everything tied down once they get to San Marcos and get to the family gathering at 7 p.m. So the topics I'm going to go over are trip, pilot, aircraft environment, and external pressures. So the pilot is an experienced pilot with 200 total flight hours and 90 of them being cross-country time. The pilot does have experience but has never been to San Marcos before. He's been up there many times but has never flown that route before, so this is going to be a totally different experience for them. So since this is a new experience, the PIC should always use caution. I mean, you should always use caution whenever going to different airports you've never been to, but I mean, you got to be cautious whenever you're not going to familiar territory. The pilot should also have a alternate if the first intended airport cannot be made due to the weather. So it's supposed to be raining over there. Let's say, I think the airport elevation's over there around 600 feet. Say the clouds are only overcast 500 above that, so overcast 1100. That's no good. That's going to be really close to the minimums that are over there, and I mean, anytime you have a chance of entering bad weather near your destined airport, you need to have an alternate just in case you can't land at the intended airport. The aircraft meets all the requirements set by the FAA. All the logbooks look good, and the pre-flight, there will be a good pre-flight to check to make sure that the plane has gas, make sure that the oil's good, make sure that the aircraft is airworthy to fly to San Marcos. The environment, so the weather is looking good at the time from David Wayne Hooks, but after looking at the TAF in San Marcos, it's saying that there should be some showers showing up over there whenever the pilot is planning on arriving at the destination. So right there they should know, hey, there might be some low clouds over there. I might need to put an alternate in just in case I can't make my landing. Some of the external pressures for this flight, the PIC is wanting to get to the airport as soon as possible because of the family gathering. This gives the PIC the we have to get there, which is never a mindset you want to have. You never want to try to rush a flight just to meet a time or meet a certain principle. There's no reason for you to rush, because whenever you rush, that's whenever you forget things. That's when you forget to check the gas, and all of a sudden you're already in the air and you're at a quarter tank because you didn't check the gas. That puts you in a bad situation. This flight is going to be conducted during the daytime, but once again, there is a chance of rain at the destination. The flight from David Wayne Hooks to San Marcos will take about an hour 15 to conduct. It's going to be about 14 to 15 gallons, give or take a gallon or two, based on the winds, because like I said, if you have a strong headwind, then you're going to use a little bit more gas. You have a strong tailwind, then you're going to use less gas. As the pilot approaches San Marcos, they actually go into IMC. So they're probably, we'll say, about 5 miles out, and all of a sudden they're in the clouds. They can't see anything. So they have to get a pop-up IFR clearance, and now they're having to talk to approach just to make sure that they can even make it to the airport. Once they get to the airport, I mean, clouds are just at minimums. So it's going to be really pushing it trying to make that approach. So we'll say that, I mean, honestly, from the pre-flight itself, the PIC should have had an alternate and shouldn't have even gone into that situation, because they would have seen that, hey, clouds are getting really low. I listened to the ATIS. Hey, it's not looking very good over there, and they shouldn't have been put into that situation in the first place, because I know that there's New Braunfels, which is 20-30 miles south of San Marcos. We'll say the front was holding the north side of San Marcos, and then New Braunfels is clear in a million. They could easily have just landed at New Braunfels and then drove up San Marcos. So all in all, whenever you are making your pre-flight, or whenever you're pre-flighting during the flight, you always have to make sure that you need to, just take your time. Make sure you go everything, check your books, check your checklist, check everything once or twice. I would say twice, maybe even 3 times, because you can never be too safe whenever you're flying. Thank you.